I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And down on the sidelines is Ali LaForce. And a look at the stats for Jonas Valanciunas.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
And now the opening lineup for Seattle. We've got Toppin, Zach LaVine out there with Davion Mitchell. Then it's Kyle Filipowski, and it's Thompson in at the 3. And for the Nuggets, Gordon and Valanciunas down low. Jamal Murray out there with Tim Hardaway. And it's Watson in at the small forward position. Grant, 2 teams with very high hopes for the postseason. This should be a fantastic matchup.
You know, B.A., I've had this one circled on my calendar. Both sides have talent. They're exciting. You know, it's the kind of game that could come down to the last shot.
Now here's Mitchell. On the wing, LaVine. Over Hardaway. Shot by LaVine, no good. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for Denver. No one near him. That one goes in.
Nice work by Murray, outbidding the defense. He gets ahead of them and pulls right up for a shot.
Here's Mitchell. Second chance effort. A nice shot by Filipowski.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now here's Murray. Off target from 3-point range. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Pass to LaVine. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Tim Hardaway. And Grant, David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, Zach LaVine is so energetic out there on the floor. You gotta love a guy who consistently plays at a very high effort level like that.
Both free throws good from LaVine.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
Murray passes to Gordon. Valanciunas with it. He's picked up by Filipowski. And the basket is good.
Yeah, nice touch from the big man. Gordon just burrowing himself into the paint and going to work.
For Seattle, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Outside Mitchell. Lays it up and banks it in. Now here's Hardaway. He's averaging more than 12 a game. Consistent threat on offense. Pass to Gordon. Now here's Hardaway. Valanciunas with a screen on LaVine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Hardaway. Seattle pulls it in.
And they came away with the win because everyone contributed. The starters, the bench, they all played as a unit.
And it means they will go deep into their bench again. It worked in the last matchup. Might as well spread more minutes around.
Denver has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Murray. No good from the wing.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
LaVine passes to Mitchell. Toppin outside. Lets the 3 fly. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Here's Murray. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Shooting one.
And one. Defensive foul.
Grant, he's built for the big moments. Jamal Murray ready and willing when the pressure is on.
Yeah, B.A., his playoff performances speak for themselves. Clutch scoring, playmaking, and, of course, that killer mentality.
Seattle leading by 5. Mitchell with the ball. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Denver.
And he promoted team chemistry. That's how you do it, by moving the ball.
Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. And Gordon with the big finish.
Oh, this is Gordon at his best. Flying through the air and hammering home alley-oops with a little style.
Outside Levine. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. And with some time here, let's see which teams have been terrors in transition over the last month of play. Fourth, Denver.
Both of these teams are jumping on their opponents' mistakes over the last month, converting them into points.
The first one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Murray. He's coming off a 25-point game again.
And it wasn't just the scoring. His assist numbers tell an even bigger story.
Now here's Murray. It's a 5-point game. Hardaway on the wing. Lets it fly. Seattle pulls it in.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over.
The Nuggets have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Outside Watson.
Well, this is a tough choice here. You want to trust him as a coach, but that's his second early foul.
Cameron Thomas checked in for Mitchell.
Checking in for the away team. Number 24, Cameron Thomas.
Seattle on D, leading by 5. 6 on the shot clock. Hardaway. Out to Gordon. Another shot. And it's good on the layup. Gordon's got 6.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Pass to Levine. And stolen by Hardaway. And here's the fast break. 11 feet out. Valanciunas. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, he's a top-tier offensive rebounder. Valanciunas uses his size and strength to his advantage to do damage on the boards.
Now here's Thomas. He picked up 10 in his last game. And here's Levine. Just 5 to shoot. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. He's got 6.
A shot Levine can make work. I mean, he'll just exploit whatever gap he finds in the defense.
Pass to Gordon. Outside Hardaway. It's Watson on the wing. Back to Gordon. From deep three-point land. The long distance 3 is buried. And it's all knotted up.
I just love the ball movement.
And Thomas has got the ball here for Seattle. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
Yeah, and that made it difficult to stay connected to their shooting.
Now here's Levine. What a tremendous game he played against Denver.
Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
Stolen by Thompson. It's Thomas on the wing, defended by Hardaway. Seattle move the ball around. Gordon against Levine. Back to Thompson. Launches a 3. Hits a three-pointer. And Seattle leads by 3.
Well, I think you're going to have to try to run Clay off of his shot. He is lethal off the catch.
Murray against Thomas. Murray, no good. Seattle has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Levine can't hit.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Murray drives in, and it's Murray finishing it off.
What a dynamic drive by Murray, upsetting the defense and getting him to a shot.
And Seattle calls time here. Different look for Denver. Brown's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Hardaway, and it's Brown in for Murray. So Seattle going with almost an entirely new group here. Portis, he's checked in for Filipowski. Williams comes in for Toppin. Nesmith, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Dunn in for Zach LaVine. Now here's Dunn, averaging around 5 points a game. Williams a screen on Brown. Here's Nesmith. Thomas outside, fires for three, sends it home from three-point land. And Seattle leads by 4.
And Thomas right there just did a great job making himself available, getting to his spot, ready to fire.
Outside Watson, pass to Gordon. Shoots over Portis. It's hauled in by Portis. Seattle leading by 4. Thomas outside. Outside, Williams. Nesmith on the wing, covered by Johnson. Seattle needs to get off a shot here. 3 on the clock. From downtown. Rebounded by Denver.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Tend to feel more comfortable at home for sure, so you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. That just didn't happen in this one.
Now here's Brown. No points so far.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Nesmith on the wing. Back to Dunn. Thomas against Johnson. Thomas passes to Williams. And here's Dunn. Thomas, left side. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. All right, a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for Zach LaVine.
He's been on a tear offensively these past few months, and you know how much they love the extra points he provides. He's been shouldering a bigger load recently, and I think he's just getting started.
And Denver making a change here. Strother's checked in. Brown passes to Johnson. That three's off the mark.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And it's Thomas off the drive. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Thomas has got 5 points.
Oh, you gotta love the fight. Thomas going to work down low.
Now Brown. Pass to Johnson. Outside, Brown. And Chris Dunn gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Seattle making a switch here. Jang's checked in.
Number 25, Usman Jang.
Outside Johnson. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Outside Nesmith. Back to Dunn.
2 minutes remaining.
Over to the wing. Here's Jang. And he gets that one. And Seattle leads by 8. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. Outside Johnson. Right wing. The baseline Jay. Williams grabs the board. Seattle on offense. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Dunn, the pass to Williams. To the inside. Gordon with a steal. Williams against Brown. Over Williams. The shot by Brown, no good.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Here's Jang. 13 points in the win against Denver. Seattle moves the ball around. 6 to shoot. Portis with a screen on Johnson. Dunn, the pass to Portis. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
.50 seconds left in the opening quarter. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Outside Johnson. Tipped away. Here's Neesmith. Here's Dunn. Out to Portis. Williams looking around. And Williams punches it home.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
And Denver has possession. Following the bucket by Seattle. And Chris Dunn gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Brown.
They're amped up on D, contesting everything.
And another miss by Denver. Now here's Dunn. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Seattle shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he drops the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Brown. Fires from way outside. And so it's Seattle. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We'll be right back with you shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Seattle.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
We've got Murray. Hayden Watson is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Christian Brown. And it's Strother in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Denver getting going in the second.
So dangerous in the pick and roll. Murray moving that ball, creating for others.
To the left wing. Outside Levine. Levine attacking. And Levine throws it down.
Oh, man, what a show this guy puts on. Once Levine has momentum behind him, he's clear for takeoff.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Mitchell against Murray. Outside Levine. Passes to Levine. Taking them all on. Levine.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Pass to Valanciunas. Outside Murray. Valanciunas with a screen on Mitchell. Murray for 3. Offensive board. Brown. And since the break, here are the NBA's best free throw shooting teams. Denver in second.
Ever since the break, they've been shooting with great confidence from the line, and their numbers reflect that.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game. But the efficiency is at an all-time high.
Here's Jang. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Mitchell against Murray. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds in the game. Brown passes to Murray. Back to Brown. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got his 3rd assist of the night.
With all the attention that Murray gets, smart by Jamal to dish it on that play.
Now here's Mitchell. 5 points in the game. Pass to Filipowski. Snatched away. In transition, here they come. Here's Strother. Goes back up. Seattle pulls it in. Filipowski's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Levine. Seattle move the ball around. The 3 is up. Nice D from Valanciunas. Outside Murray. Toppin with a steal. Levine passes to Sajang. Solid shot from a distance of about 14 feet.
You got to keep that head up, and Levine knows that. Able to hit his man in stride there.
Murray against Mitchell. Murray passes to Watson. Up top, Valanciunas. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game.
And what makes Murray so dangerous is his belief. He feels like he can score on anyone in the league.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
You know, I just love the moxie Murray has to his game. He's so fast and supremely confident.
And Denver making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. Seattle also changing it up. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Filipowski. And Cam Thomas subbed in for Zach LaVine. And he makes the first but misses the second.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Pass to Thomas. Back to Jang. Rebounded by Denver.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
Here's Hardaway. Finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game.
Yeah, smart points by the vet Hardaway, getting into the break.
Well, legs a solid career for Tim Hardaway Jr. as a floor-spacing wing.
Well, he's been a double-digit scorer in this league for a decade, B.A. He's been a key contributor for multiple playoff teams, and he is at peace with his game.
Here's Murray, following the 3 by Seattle. Outside Hardaway. Clock at 6. And it's good for 2. Hardaway's got 4 points in the quarter.
The midi went down easy for Hardaway Jr.
Out to the right wing. Jang passes to Thomas. Now Thompson on the wing. Mitchell back to Thompson. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists now in this one.
Look, if you want to make an instructional video on how to shoot a basketball, just do it with Klay Thompson. Just absolutely perfect form.
Now here's Hardaway. Inside. Here's Valanciunas. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Seattle leading by 11. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Jang. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Here's Valanciunas. Guarded by Toppin. Hardaway against Toppin. Hardaway, the pass to Valanciunas. Gets it down to single digits. Valanciunas has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively. And their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
And Seattle calls time here. Williams checked in for Seattle. Seattle leading by 9. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you. Commissioner Silver talked about health, and he said that some of the injuries that our young players are experiencing are overuse injuries. In earlier eras, players in school participated in different sports depending on the season. He said perhaps a return to that approach is warranted. Back over to you guys.
Interesting thought. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. The Nuggets have gotten 7 of 10 attempts to drop in the second quarter. Pass to Watson. And here's Valanciunas. Williams defending. Down low. Murray against Mitchell. Rejected by Mitchell. Thompson passes to Jang. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
Now here's Valanciunas. His last outing, he had 24 points. Here's Murray. Hits it from the high post. Murray's got 12 points.
I call Jamal Murray a scoring guard. He's on this team to provide points, and he's certainly doing that tonight.
Williams a screen on Murray. Here's Mitchell. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got rebound number 7 tonight. Murray with it. He's got 12. Over Thomas. Murray can't get that one to fall. Murray against Thomas. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. Tim Hardaway.
Well, you know, Thomas knows that in order to be a great scorer, you have to be able to get to the line.
Free throw good. Thomas. There are some big-time players in this league. But who do you think the most clutch players have been over the past decade, Legs?
When you look at these resumes, I think you go with the big 3. LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant. But, of course, Giannis dropping 50 in a finals performance wasn't bad either.
And I'll throw in the Joker in there as well.
Love it.
All right, Tim, you've covered the NBA for a long time now. What's one thing you wish you could change about how we cover the game?
Well, I think there's a temptation to boil it down to hot takes, and I'd much rather see us cover the appreciation that we all have for the nuances of the actual basketball.
The game has never been more skilled than it is right now.
Totally agree.
Here's Mitchell. Denver getting their last shot to go. Thompson passes to Sajang. Here's Thomas for three. Gordon pulls it in. Nuggets trail by 12. To the paint. Tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. All right, let's take this opportunity to look at the teams that are really sharing the ball over the last month.
And over this last stretch, this team has been incredible passing the rock, playing great team basketball.
Here's Hardaway. Outside Watson. Denver moving it around. Gordon with a screen on Mitchell. And here's Brown for three. On target from range.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
To the right side. Here's Jang. 6 points for him. There's a screen by Jang. Shot clock at 6. Thomas, that's good.
And this is just one of those blow-up nights for Thomas. He has one of these every once in a while.
And Brown has got the ball here for the Nuggets. 11-point game.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Brown checked in for Hardaway. Seattle also changing it up. Bobby Portis has checked in for Jang. Neesmith comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's done in for Mitchell. Outside Brown. The three. Seattle pulls it in. Portis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Thomas passes to Portis. Up and over Gordon. And it's Portis. That time on the assist by Thomas. Portis has got his 2nd basket on the night. Pass to Johnson. Now here's Watson. To the middle. Here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
And I like how Gordon lets the game come to him. That's why he's able to take over at times.
And here's Dunn. Outside Neesmith. Pass to Portis.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
He shoots. Rebounded by Denver. Outside Johnson. And there's 1:45 left to play in the first half of basketball. Brown with it. Dunn in his pocket. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Zach LaVine, he's checked in for Thomas. Now here's Dunn. Shoots over Brown. The putback. Outside Neesmith. LaVine against Johnson. 5 on the clock. Tries again. Ooh, look at LaVine. Through contact and able to hit.
You have to love how persistent LaVine is inside, enduring the contact and finding his shot.
It's Watson on the wing. Back to Brown. Inside. And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Seattle leading by 11. Williams on the wing. Dunn outside. Portis the screen. Here's LaVine. Yes! LaVine inside.
Well, he's raising the stakes here in the second quarter and being more efficient in the process.
Pass to Johnson. Down low. It's tipped. 4-3. Knocks down the triple. Johnson's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Seattle has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Now here's Neesmith. He's guarded closely. Portis outside. On the wing, Levine. Portis with a screen on Johnson. Here's Levine. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Levine's got 16 points.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Zach LaVine, he's been the guy making things happen for Seattle. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
Looking at the Nuggets, the playoffs right around the corner. Tonight's going to be about fine-tuning and getting ready for the postseason.
Yeah, one game left to play. You want to stay as healthy as possible and go out with a win.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for Seattle.
Bench Bob, they've been on one, giving those starters a breather, and it's providing instant offense.
That depth also critical to staying out of foul trouble. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.